If you are in any way, shape or form a lover of Nintendo, you will have seen the recent explosion of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaks, as early copies of the game have leaked and been torn apart, spewing the entire single player mode onto the internet. But is this right? Does having access to this content before the game really make the wait any easier? Or are modern day gaming leaks the biggest plague sweeping gaming culture in 2018? In a constantly online world, can you even go 5 minutes without seeing a bombardment of leaks and rumours about anything and everything? Remember the leak for Mario & Rabbids before E3 of 2017? The biggest effect leaks have is they prevent a company from being able to present something how they want to. Can you recall again how badly the leaked Rabbids Peach image was received before the game was officially revealed? What should have been an incredible moment for Nintendo, Ubisoft, and a real proponent of third-party support for the Switch and for the team behind the game was in fact one of suspicion and concern. Imagine a world where we don't have that leaked photo, where we were able to see the true vision of Mario & Rabbids, and shock, well, see how amazing the game actually is. How does this in any way end up as a win for the gamer? Going back to Smash Bros. Itself, Sakurai is known to have punished the leakers of Subspace Emissary by removing future single player content. So how must he feel seeing the entire World of Light story already spoiled before the game has even come out? Naturally, most gamers will stay away from the swaves of leaks, but even so, all they do is damage both the developers and the fans. Let's be realistic here, these leaks could potentially prevent a future project from Sakurai because of his frustrations, and understandably so. Those who disagree have labelled him a whiner and think it doesn't matter because you will get to see it eventually anyway. But to reinforce a previous point, who wouldn't be frustrated at your art being presented in the way it was never intended to be shown? Those characters, cutscenes and so on were constructed to be showcased within a narrative arc. Your first time watching the introduction cutscene in the Nintendo Direct of its reveal, where you get to see Mario, Zelda and Samus cut down and then out of the dust Kirby emerges. But you've already seen this 2 weeks prior on a copyright strike YouTube channel which no longer exists. Does that hopefully make more sense now? By taking the scene out of its context and official presentation, it lessens the impact of it. That's Leaks 101. There is nothing wrong with speculating, even if that speculation turns out to be true. I mean, come on, how many people predicted Nintendo were going to release a new Animal Crossing on the Switch? The difference would be if this information is leaked, because then it just ruins the will it won't it attitude that inspires every one of us every single day in regards to our hopes and dreams of games. Honestly, as a lover of Animal Crossing, I would have been devastated if a new title was leaked before the Direct and the reveal of it. I mean, I know eventually you're learning about the game's existence, but I'd much prefer my information to come via a tidy gift wrap Direct or E3 showcase than a dodgy 4chan leak. I will be damned if I have to see Tom Nook's smarmy face on YouTube before the official Direct reveals it. The biggest argument against those who hate leaks is the ridiculous idea to just ignore them, as if that solves the bigger issue here. What this fails to even consider is the great volume of spoilers which people unwittingly see purely from even setting foot on the internet, Twitter, Reddit or YouTube. The number of spoiler-filled thumbnails I've seen for Smash in just a few days is nauseating. So don't have an approach which you know is rubbish. It's 2018, I browse YouTube. Stop ruining my games with your ridiculous thumbnails. If you want to ruin and spoil the game for yourself, then do it, but don't subject other people to that and claim ignorance. For me, what really hammers this home was a Eurogamer interview conducted with the Rabbids team last year, which really shows the reality of leaks and its effect on the industry and the people building these games. We were aiming to do a big surprise E3, explained creative director David Solani, and unluckily that was not the case. Of course, it was quite a bad backlash for the entire team, discouraging quite hard on the team morale. Music director Grant Kirkhope added, "When someone says to you at the start it's Mario plus Rabbids, you instantly go, is that going to work? I had that reaction at the start, but it's not until you see it that you realise it completely works." As I said earlier, these images were chastised across the internet, but as soon as the game was officially revealed, most of those same people found themselves praising the concept. seeing Miyamoto on stage, seeing Solani crying in the audience, realising his validation has arrived from Miyamoto, it really validated the game in a lot of people's eyes. If only that was our first glance of the game, a triumphant reveal and a proud development team. Of course, it has sold superbly well as a Switch exclusive, so it is unlikely, as it always is, that leaks will impact sales, but a true reveal would have been much sweeter, and you cannot argue that's not the case. So let's see what we have going for leaks. Well, you get to see poor footage of a game before it's released, or you get to know a title. Yeah. I don't really think that's a good argument, guys. On the other hand, you could look at what leaks do to the industry. They ruin developers' work, they damage the reveal of a game, they can give false impressions based on tiny amounts of sometimes often incorrect information, and most importantly, they ruin the reveal of the game in a way that the developer wants it to be shown in a certain case and it isn't. I could go on, it isn't hard to see where I stand on this issue. I find the whole concept of leaks really asinine. And to be honest, I can't really get on board with them because of the effect it has on the community. All it creates is toxicity between two sides and removes the focus away from the things we love. To something of so little importance, it really isn't worth debating. Of course, you may disagree with me, and if you do, let's talk about it. You can find me on Twitter at the XV Project or at Nindie Nexus, or just leave a comment below. The point of these essay videos is to enable a conversation, and so whatever you do, don't stay quiet. If you have something to say, then say it. This is a topic I'm rather passionate about, so I'm always interested to see what people think about it. Even if you disagree with me, as I said, please just talk to me. As long as you're polite and courteous, we can have a good conversation. For more discussions about Nintendo and all things Nindie, subscribe to the Nexus. Thank you for checking out this new style of video, and I hope to see you guys again. Peace out.